Hey guys, this is Karthikeya Kantwal from Apex Finserv and I'm back with your daily dose of charts for tomorrow's trading session. Since it's a new trading week, we don't really have anything to discuss from the past. I did hope you guys liked the Elliott Wave session that I took yesterday. Let me know in the comment section below whether you did or not. Now, quickly moving on to what's new for tomorrow from the equity side of things. The first trade on the equity segment that we have is a clean long plan on Hindalco, where we're going to go for an entry at 285 with the stop loss going at 281. The reason for entry being a really simple previous swing low where the role reversal is yet to happen. Moving on to the second trade on equity that we have is HCL Tech, where we're going to go for a short position because it has been repeatedly rejected from the level that is 975. It was a demand zone in the past, but now it seems to have established itself as a neat supply zone. So we're going to go for a short there at 975, stop loss at 987 or 986, ideal targets 1% on the downside. The third trade is on Titan, where we're going to go for a short because it has recently broken the small high low structure that it had and has now started making lower highs. We're going to go for a short at the previous swing low, which was a good demand zone in the past, should act as a supply now at 1515 or 1515, stop loss at 1532, ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the fourth one, that is Maruti. On Maruti, we are going to play this range again. As I told you before, we're going to go for a long at 7470, stop loss at 7370, ideal targets 1% on the downside, on the upside. The final equity trade that we have is on TCS, where again we're going to go for a long. The chart is similar to Maruti in the sense that we don't have a clear structure, but we seem to have a small range from about 3140 till about 3240 on the upside, about 100 points odd range for TCS. We're going to go for a long at the lower point of that range, which also happens to be a good demand zone, stop loss at 3105, ideal targets 1% on the upside. Now moving on to the indices. Since it's Monday, I do not really expect any big action. When I talk about Nifty, I would prefer to take longs anywhere between 15075 to 15095, targeting 15240, 15200. For shorts, I would prefer to go for shorts near 15250 or near 15275, only if there is strong selling pressure coming in on the option chain or on the volume segment side of things. When I talk about the option chain, I have 15200 as my immediate resistance with 725,000 added contracts, 15300 as my significant resistance with 953,000 added contracts. On the support side, I have 15100 with 240,000 added contracts, 15,000 as significant with 491,000 added contracts. The troublesome thing here is the PCR of volume that comes out to be at 1.04, which is very aggressively bearish. But let's see, I do expect Nifty to respect 15100 or in the worst case 15,000 for tomorrow's trading session. When I talk about BANKNIFTY has an immediate zone at 36,150, or if I want to consider the entire breadth, that's about 36,100 till about 36,185, 190. So it's about a 90 points range. On the upside, it can go till 36,400. If it does not sustain, it can come back to 35,900, 35,800. So depending on the first 2 or 3 15-minute candles, I will form a bias and trade accordingly and play within this range. When I talk about the option chain, I have 36,200 as an immediate resistance with 147,000 added contracts, 36,500 significant with 225,000 added contracts. Support comes in at 36,000 with 240,000 added contracts, significant at 35,800 with 150,000 added contracts. When I talk about the PCR, that's 0.85, so nothing special there. For tomorrow, to be honest, on the indices Nifty and BANKNIFTY, I would prefer to bet more on my charts themselves rather than the option chain because it is a fresh expiry. Now this is it for tonight. This marks the end of today's analysis video. This is all that I have to share with you. Please check out the Telegram channel at @Apex Finserv because I upload all of these things before the market opens so that you don't have to watch this video again and again during live market hours. I hope you have a wonderful trading session tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. Bye.